friends, it's me, Lizzie. Look, I gotta tell you something. It's very interesting to me that the last video I put out, where I'm talking like this, was about being positive and sending you positive vibes. And I'm gonna be so completely honest with you. After doing that video, I don't know why this happens, but I had like the worst next day. And it was nobody's fault. I just find it interesting that here I am, positive, even being bored is good. Everything is amazing. I'm so happy to be alive. The next day, I was like, did someone put a curse on me? Why do I feel miserable? But that's okay. I guess it's good to be on here and discuss that, yeah, you're going to have really positive days where I'm sending you positivity. But I find it interesting that, I had this pure intention, and then the next day I felt, I don't know, it was weird. I was so low vibration, and there's no reason for it. So when you feel like that, it's gonna pass. Just some days we're just low vibrations. And I had to push myself, not that day, I think 2 days later, to like walk on the treadmill for like an hour and 20 minutes, do weights, do stretching, eat some chocolate, and I felt better. But I mean, like, that's human life. That's human existence. That's the truth. Nobody is like happy-go-lucky organically all the time. We are these organic creatures that, for very interesting reasons, we have different vibrations and feelings every day. But what's most interesting is that there's no real cause to it at times. There's literally no reason why you're feeling like crap. I mean, maybe there's something going on inside your body, but I mean, it's not like I'm getting an automatic blood test every time I'm feeling low vibrations, right? Like, I don't know. Do I need more vitamins? I actually did run out of vitamins, to be quite honest. I ran out of all of them, and I stocked up on Saturday. It's better to spend a lot of money on vitamins versus a lot of money to fix problems you might not have had if maybe vitamins prevented. It's better to prevent than to have. But some things you might still have, even if you try to prevent. Things are ironic. I'm coming to a stop sign. By the way, I have nothing. I left my drink home. You know that bottle where I have my drinks? I left it home. No big deal. I just had a drink out of a styrofoam cup all day and realized how I'm contributing to the garbage in the environment. Bravo. Why do they keep, if it's bad for the environment, just stop making it. If plastic is bad, stop making it available. If smoking is bad, stop selling cigarettes. If those cups, those styrofoam cups are bad, stop making them. You're forcing me to indulge using a styrofoam cup and then feeling guilty when I throw it in the garbage. But not that guilty because I still used it to drink some water, right? Right. Now, what is most interesting and most really mind-blowing is that the only thing that matters in life is the things that we cannot see. The things you cannot see matter the most. The things you can see matter the least. How you feel, you cannot see how you feel. You cannot see your feelings. You cannot see your thoughts. You can't even see where the problem is coming from. But the things you cannot see have the most control over your essence, your life, your day, your week, your month, your year, your personality, your character, because it's something that nobody knows where does it come from. What is the essence? What is the source of feelings, of thought? Where does thought come from? Where is it? You can't see it. Like I could see the cows, I I can see the horses. I can see the grass. I can't see anger, sadness, frustration, joy, happiness, excitement. You can't see it. But basically, the feelings are what dictate our whole entire life. Because there are billionaires that are miserable. You know, you can only buy so much once your basic needs are met. Once your basic needs are met, all that's left is feeling. All that's left is how you feel. And the biggest problem for most human beings is getting that feeling. What is the feeling that we're all chasing? Fulfillment, happiness, or perhaps getting out of that feeling. Like I was in that feeling and I literally felt trapped, like inside my body. Like I felt trapped, frustrated, like I just wanted to run out of myself into another dimension, place. But really, the state that you want to run away from or run to is your state of mind. Because like right now I'm doing a video, I feel good. I feel content. I don't feel bad at all. I don't feel drained. I don't feel low vibration, which I won't do a video when I feel low vibration. What the hell is the point? I'm going to get on here and start. I'll tell you about how I felt miserable and then how I felt unmiserable a couple of days later. But it's normal. That's normal. I don't take medication. I don't want medication. Don't ever come at me with medication. That's called life. You have ups, you have downs. You are an organic being. Things mold. That's normal. Your brain, your soul, it gets moldy and then you come out of it. The good thing about personality and feelings is it doesn't stay mold. Eventually you turn back to gold. Cute, I know. If only my mother was alive, she would think that was nice. Only our parents think we're cute and funny. Everyone else thinks we're cringe, but that's okay. I don't care if people think I'm cringe. Sometimes I watch, I think it's cringe. Who cares? You know, you could express yourself, make people feel less alone because you could be yourself, be a little silly, and who cares? So, the whole point of this video is to really let you know and really make it clear that the only things in life that matter will never be the things that we can physically see. It is your thoughts. It is your emotions. It is your feelings. It is actually even the waves that we can't see. We can't see waves, radio frequency. We can't see frequency. And yet, frequency, just like the frequency coming from your phone, right? We all know not to have the phone by our ear, which is why I think a lot of people, they text, they don't want to talk. It's like it's a microwave right next to your brain, which by the way, people, I know everybody likes to wear those watches, but I'm a little worried you're going to have something growing from here about 5 years from now, because that's a lot of frequency going into your wrist. But I'm sure they did tests. I'm sure it's fine. But, yeah. You know, it's like you can have the most beautiful home, the most beautiful car, the most beautiful spouse or whatever, and still feel empty and miserable. Because the things you see are not the most important. We all see it, right? When you see people who are happy and just joyful, and you're like, oh, but they're driving an old car. Oh, but they live in, you know, an old place. So it doesn't matter. You know, everybody's chasing that rush, that dopamine rush, that adrenaline, that feeling, which doesn't come from the stuff. The stuff, no matter how nice it is, will eventually rot and decay. For your emotions, they will not go away. When you feel good in a hut. You feel good in a 1-bedroom apartment with not many amenities. You don't need them. You got everything you need. They're just trying to sell you stuff you don't need. Because realistically, most human beings believe that the sole purpose of existence is money. Yes, you need money to meet your basic needs and have some extra to perhaps buy vitamins, buy yourself a PS5 Pro, bro. I don't know. Maybe that's what you want a little extra money for. Vitamins. I'm not saying it's not nice to have some extra money, but if you're like ridiculously rich, at some point I feel, this is just my opinion, it's almost a sin what people spend their money on. For example, there are these people that spend so much money on a hand Birkin bag, a bag, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, a bag? I question the intelligence of human beings. Right now, you could give that money to hardworking people who need to go to the dentist. That would be nice than a bag. Unbelievable. I mean, people spend money on a bag. Like, it's not that I'm just trying to give money to people who do nothing on the street. I'm talking about people who already work hard. Give it to them, help them out. Doesn't make any sense. People have so much money, they don't even know what to do with it. So they're like, I know. I'm going to buy a Birkin bag. But then, you know what's funny? It's very easy to get brainwashed. Because I'm watching these bags, and at some point I'm like, 24,000, slightly used. Maybe I should get one. I'm just kidding, never. This is my bag. It's a basket. You see this? I literally have a basket as a bag. This is my bag. And you know what's so funny? The Birkin bag actually originated from a girl who was holding a basket. And everything fell out of her basket. And then they're like, oh, we need to make a bag that's like a basket. And that was Mr. Birkin. This is my lunch bag. Otherwise, I have a book bag. It's like, don't most people know that all this stuff just ends up garbage? Garbage. The only thing that matters is your flesh, your soul, your mind. When you feel depressed and low, you'd pay anything to feel good again, right? I mean, don't people essentially pay money for what? To be entertained. Think about it. Who makes the most money? More money than doctors, more money than lawyers. The top earners are people who entertain. Are you good at entertaining people? Can you make people laugh? Oh, if you're a good comedian, you are a billionaire. Look, can you talk to people? Are you good at talking to people? Ah, you're another billionaire. Billions and billions because you are entertaining the people. Because people, we need and want to be entertained. And what is entertainment? It's changing our thoughts. It's changing the way we feel. It's getting us out of that feeling of boredom. Who wants to be bored? Nobody wants to be bored. Kids don't want to be bored. Grown-ups don't want to be bored. Even people in nursing homes don't want to be bored. They have all kinds of activities for them. They got comedians for them too. The only problem is that they got them laughing so hard they have to change their diapers. The other problem is that half of them don't have their hearing aids turned on, so they miss the whole show. Nursing homes. Everybody needs to feel something, right? The worst is if you feel nothing. I don't feel anymore. That's bad. You don't feel, you don't think. You don't want that to happen. So you constantly have to keep yourself entertained. And they're the ones who are making the big money because that's where value is placed. Value is placed on people who can give us joy. Give us something to think about. Give us something to laugh about. Heck, give us something to be angry about, something to be concerned about, something to be worried about. Because we hate to be bored. If we're bored, that's worse. It's better to be angry. It's better to be scared. Right? Because when you listen to a podcast, for example, you have all different kinds of people talking about all different kinds of things. They're not comedy podcasts. There are some, but most of the time it's dealing with serious issues. Nuclear war, the next pandemic, why people can't stop eating, why people are in bad relationships, why people get divorced. It goes on and on and on. And you know why we like listening? Because we need to be entertained. If we're bored, that's not a positive emotion. Nope. So, realistically, who controls the way you feel? Do you control the way you feel, or do you just happen to feel the way you feel by accident? Is it just natural? Do you naturally feel good? Or do you just naturally feel numb? Do you not feel anymore? Some people, you're just born a certain way. Do I believe that? A little bit. Because I meet people of all ages. It doesn't matter how old they are. Some people are optimistic, some people are pessimistic. But remember, it really is hard to control the way you feel, which is why they try to sell you stuff to make you feel good and change your brain chemistry. But I beg you to look for natural ways to do it first, because you have thousands of receptors on your cells, and the body changes with all these medications that the pharmaceutical tries to give you. I'm at a stop sign. Yeah, but today's video I feel good, or today you're seeing me I feel good, because I'm not going to do a video where I feel bad, because my belief is that everything is frequency, and that everything is entanglement, and you feel things, and they've done experiments that everything is connected. So if I'm miserable, I don't want you to feel miserable. That's not why I'm here. For the 5 people watching, you know what I mean? I don't want you to feel bad. I'm just telling you that if you have this perception of me that, oh, she's always happy, always in a good mood. No, of course not. No. But I come out of it. And if you're feeling down, you'll come out of it too. But sometimes you gotta put a little work into coming out of it. Like going for a walk, working out, feeling a little bit sorry for, don't feel sorry for yourself, no. Or better yet, I will tell you, it's like when I'm at work, I'm like, I feel bad saying that, but sometimes I'm at work and I'm like, oh my God, I had enough. Like I feel like I'm trapped, like I'm trapped. And I'm sorry, I feel bad because I'm appreciative I have a job, but then sometimes I'm like, I had enough. But then I come home and I'm around the cats and I'm like, oh, look at them. They're so happy, no responsibility, just happy to eat and have some love. And that's it. It's so simple, But not so simple, because if you're starving, there's nothing to be happy about. So remember this. The only thing that matters is what you cannot see. What you can see has no value. It can be replaced. It will be trash. But your mind, protect your mind. Protect the state that it's in. Try not to let anything too toxic in. But perhaps there's more to this than I know. Because sometimes the more positivity I put out, it's like I drained my battery and then I have none left for myself. I don't know. It's biological. I'm fine. Everyone, I know myself. I always have, days where I'm just not in the mood. You know what I mean? By Friday, sometimes I'm like, that's it. And sometimes on Friday, I'm either in a really good mood or I'm just tired and burnt out. But, yeah. By the way, if you know anything about me and Milo, he's going to the vet on Thursday. So I'm excited because, he's the homeless cat that's not really homeless, because he actually lives in that little house that we built him in the back. And he's so cute, but can't wait to get him looked at, get his shots, get him fixed. And then that's it. Make him an indoor cat, you know? But yeah, it's a nice day. It's a good day. I feel good. I'm going to go home. Actually, I'm going to go a little bit of food shopping. Go home. Relax with the cat a little bit. Then I'll work out. Then I'm going to eat some cake. That's right. I'm not working out for gains. I'm just working out to stay the same. 'Cause I want to be happy. That's right. Forget about it. I don't care. I'll work out. And then I look forward to the cake. The whole time I'm walking on the treadmill. The whole time I'm doing deadlifts. I'm like, that cake. What's the point? 100 years from now, I'll regret not having the cake. It'll be less than 100. So, that's it. By the way, one more thing I want to say that I like to do. Something I like to do that kind of, I have mixed feelings about, but on YouTube, I love watching old videos of people shopping at the mall in like 1994 or like 1990, and I'm like, this is the best. The only problem is, first you get nostalgic, then you get depressed, because you're like, I miss those days. I miss it. It's still fun to see how people lived before we were addicted. Addicted. We're all addicted. Well, I hope that you realize the most important things in life are the things you can't see, and enjoy. Try to enjoy. I only do videos when I'm in a good mood. You're not going to see me on here doing sob stories. I can't stand when I see people, you know, I mean, I watch and I have to stop watching. I'm like, this is going to rub off on me. I don't want it to rub off. You know, I don't want their bad juju to be on me. So I try not to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I imagine, I don't know for sure, really, what do I know? I don't know. That if you're watching, it's to increase your vibration a little bit, get a little information, hear me chat. That's fine. But I'm not going to come on here miserable. No. Even my mother, I wouldn't like be sad with her, because then I'd eventually feel better, and then she would still be miserable for like 3 days after, because I would get over it, and then she would still be affected by it. So you got to be careful, you know, with who you share like your bad days with, because a lot of times some people, they're so heavily feeling, they're so empathic, that the next day you might come out of it and you're fine, and now they're like really dragged down by it. So you got to be careful with who you share, you know, your low vibration days with. And sometimes maybe you don't have to share it. I think just walk it off or work it out off. Or if you have someone who's like me, you could vent to. It's good to have two people vent. You gotta vent. But don't give it to someone you know is super sensitive, is what I'm trying to say. Someone who's already like, you know, on the brink, don't call them with your bad day. Because now they're going to have a bad month. Do you know what I'm saying? All right. It's time for me to enjoy the rest of my day. These 4 hours are called the 4 golden hours until I'm back to work tomorrow. You have a good day, night.